You suggested Monday potential changes on the offensive line. Do you anticipate that?
We'll see. Guys are working hard.
What's your inclination at this point? A couple weeks ago, you knew by now that you were making changes before.
Right. But I don't know by now this week.
How many guys do you have rotating in there in those guard spots? You think?
Oh, you know, we got Bryant, you got Magnuson, you got Bosch, you got Brzezinski, you know, Kalis.
Magnuson at a guard? Is it,
yeah, a little bit.
Is that something that he's done a lot with you guys in the
He hasn't done it a lot, but he's a really athletic guy. And, you know, he did some good things the other night that warrant trying to get the best five on the field.
What has he shown you at guard so far?
He's got a quickness to him. He's got good feet. I mean, that's why we recruited him as a left tackle, because his athleticism, like what has kept him probably away from it as much as anything is just he needs strength gains. And you know, unlike some of the guys, you know, a guy like Kyle Bosch, who's been in the weight room a lot. You know, Kyle wasn't necessarily a three-sport athlete. Mags played, I think, lacrosse also, you know, so the lifting and all that kind of stuff.
That would indicate that Taylor is all fine and ready to go?
Yeah.
Did he have any concussion tests? Did he have to go through that protocol?
He saw our doctors. I think there were a couple different issues that were boo-boos.
Chris had to keep his helmet away from him after halftime.
Yeah, well, you do that with a lot of guys, so you don't get back in.
He ran on the field at one point.
Yeah, he did.
On his own. Was it that?
Yeah,
you guys?
I didn't see it.
I'm assuming you didn't want him on the field.
Well,
at that
he
point?
didn't play after that, did he? No. So, what was your assumption?
I would say no.
Brady,
See, you can answer these questions
I really
for
can't.
me.
Some teams have, in preparing for Indiana, have used two offenses
Yeah.
to try to simulate the tempo. Have you guys done that?
We do a lot with, you know, and we pretty much, Mark, all year practice high tempo. I mean, you know, I run the scout cards for defense, so I have the offensive line with me, and we go at a pace, and we do it so we can get reps of what the plan might be against certain plays, so that we can see it, you know, as coaches, and evaluate it if it's good and all that. So we do that constantly. We've got two sets of skill people on both sides, so they're ready to go. The offensive linemen, they do a tremendous job of finishing, and wherever the ball is spotted, I'm running over there. I know it's hard to believe, but and then we go pretty quick.
Has this week, have you added anything this week because of their tempo, or not really?
No, it's pretty much, you know, the way we practice, you know.
How big of a focus is that tempo, though? Because there were a couple times.
Say again.
How big of a focus is that tempo offense, especially with the defensive rotations? When Penn State got you in a couple
It got us
situations.
once.
Yeah.
Really. Got us once, and that probably was as much trying to figure out their personnel with our personnel and make a match as anything else.
Brady, the passion of the fan base here, both good and bad, is always something you kind of sign up for when you get here.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. With this being a younger team, is it harder to block out any negative stuff?
You know, we talk about, you know, the things that are important that are said or what's in this room, because, you know, no one else really matters besides the guys in the room, you know, when we're talking to the team. I think they're pretty good. I can't tell you each individual how they'll let things affect you. I think obviously the older guys who have been here have heard the good and the bad, you know, which comes with playing football at Michigan because of the high expectations. So I think they're pretty, again, I'm going to use the word resilient, you know, about moving forward, and they're a pretty tight-knit group overall.